Throughout history, humanity believed that the world was flat. That its edges, guarded by dragons and sea serpents, led to the primal abyss. It was a world of superstition, the dark ages of mankind. But in the 15th century, Europe began to believe that the world was a globe which could be navigated. England, France, Holland, Spain, and Portugal sent westward a wave of explorers, colonists, and conquerors. The dragons on their maps remained mere decorations, but the dangers these men faced were very real. They faced storms and starvation, disease and mutiny. And in the end, they found a new world. It was the dawn of discovery. It was an age of exploration. It was the time of the empire builders.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another one of these ancient games that I used to play many years ago. This Conquest of the New World, I believe it came out in about 1996 or thereabouts. I'm probably not going to do a full playthrough of this, mainly because, as I dimly recall, I never actually managed to beat it without creating a scenario that was weighted extremely heavily in my favour. So what I'm going to do is just sort of show it off a bit. This game is available on GOG.com. It cost about $7 something. Well, after it was converted to Australian dollars. Anyway, I have actually set up a game. I think it's is it one of those? Yeah, I've set up this game here, which should be basically just let me show off how the game plays. Really, it's as I said, I'm probably not going to do an entire playthrough of it, just enough to show what the game is, and I'm not going to play the tutorial because that would involve lots of reading. So, yeah, basically the gist of the game is it's a sort of a fictionalized version of the European conquest of the Americas, pretty much, and that's basically all it is. The map is procedurally generated, or you can create a procedurally generated map. I think the tutorial one's always the same, but apart from that, I've got a feeling they're all different every time. And there are the 5 European players. I think it's Britain, Holland, France, Spain and Portugal, and also a native player, the High Native, which is a rather stylized version of Native Americans. It's not particularly based on a historical Native American nation at all. Just added for something different. The only real difference is that they don't get cannons, and the Europeans do. There's not a whole lot of difference, but combat is for something later on. Okay, this is our basic screen. We've got lots of zoom levels. Obviously, there's pretty much nothing actually found yet, so it doesn't matter. This is our ship. Level 1. There are 4 levels of pretty much everything. All units, explorers, military units, ships, buildings, levels 1 to 4 as well, if memory serves. But this is what we start with. One ship that's level 1, some explorers, and a tiny little military force. We'll disembark you and we'll take a closer look at these actually. Zoom in a bit. That's as far in as you can zoom. This is our little general. And our infantry units look like that. Just soldiers. There's also cavalry and artillery, but we're probably going to have to build some of them later. Anyway, what we want to do is get out our one of our explorers. We'll find you, and we'll just explore automatically. Hold down shift to make him go a bit faster. Now we might zoom out a bit. That's as far as you can go, alright. 25 points. Wow. 25 whole points. I think over here there's a bit of a forest. We'll disembark another guy. This one will actually move manually. Oops, too far there. Hold down control and click where you want him to go. And whilst you're exploring, you discover things. This will give me a bonus. I'm going to build a colony around here somewhere. That'll give me a bonus to any mills. You know, cutting down trees and stuff. And we do have another. Actually, we'll disembark all of them here. And we can send this guy out just exploring the coast. You can do it manually, but ships have a tendency to go off into the ocean and just disappear. The map is finite in size. You will eventually just hit the edge of it. And they sort of will keep exploring in a nice big square. But it doesn't really matter. So, for purposes of this game, we're not going to be doing that. That's that, and you can just stay there. I'm pretty sure I set this up so that there's no actual hostile natives in close proximity. So what do we go? Go through this unit list. That's all the units you've got. We don't have many at the moment. Diplomacy. This is... Declaring independence is very important later on. The basic aim of the game is to pretty much destroy all the other players, declare independence from your home nation, and fight off their attempts to keep fighting, to you know, keep control of your colonies. Look at our taxes; they're automated. What you can really do actually is just stop paying taxes, and eventually your mother country will attack you. You don't need to declare independence. Score, yeah, it's fairly obvious. You get for all this stuff, you get points. Bonuses set up in the game setup. Don't need to worry about that. Current standings. There's not really much at this point. Next cycle through your units that haven't finished. You can see they're sort of dulled out a bit once they've used all their movement. And there are all the zooms. And in a menu, we've got basically all our stuff that we can do. Most of it can be done from elsewhere anyway, so we'll just end the turn. Yes. And this is just a little bit of historical sort of information. If you want to read it, you can pause and read it yourself. I'm not going to read it all out. So this here tells me that we've discovered an oak forest, a couple more historical factoids, and the current standings. So received and accepted. It seems to have disappeared. It doesn't necessarily mean it's it should be there. Doesn't necessarily mean, there it is, that we'll always keep it. It can be captured by anyone else. Basically, whoever first finds any sort of resource bonus like that is the owner, unless some other nation has a unit or building closer to it within certain proximity. They'll end up taking it over, which may be temporary. Here's some natives. They're friendly, so they won't attack us. natives have a tendency, if they're either hostile or neutral, and you build a colony too close to them, they'll tend to do raids on you every now and again, which is a bit of a pain. You haven't done yet. For some reason, I'm getting frame drop while I'm actually recording. It doesn't happen while I'm not recording, but we've discovered a great river. I think the colony ship should turn up either next turn or the turn after, but we'll find out. So it also says Gregory discovered diamond deposit, Don George discovered a river, so various other, no, it's not this turn, the other AI nations are also doing their exploring. More natives, they're friendly. If they're hostile, they can potentially attack your explorers as you're exploring. The benefit of having friendly natives nearby your colony is that they'll also assist in your defence if you get attacked by someone else, so that's always useful. We probably want to explore over this way because I want to set my colony up. Could use this guy to explore if I really needed to. It's not that he moves very fast. There you go, it took almost all his movement just to get across the river there. I'll just put on auto explore. Oh, we found the Portuguese. 3 points. Oh, I think that must be how many I get per turn, I'm not sure. It also goes down the longer you take in your turn. For some reason, but whatever. Oh, I can't remember when my colony ship turns up. Carrying a settler. You explore that little... Yeah, see, that's almost all his move gone already. I'll keep you back over there. You do some exploring. Just to get as much land discovered as I can before the colony ship does turn up. Or at least land that's moderately close to where I'm going to set up. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much of a river you have to discover to be count as claimed, because I didn't have all of this bit here when I found this river. So I don't know, with this one maybe I have to discover there, or maybe it's not even a river, I mean. Yeah, there was a river. I do not actually know. Still don't have a colony ship. That's all for you. You can head down and see if you can claim a river. Yep. We'll claim that river. You can keep exploring over here. You can just twiddle your thumbs. Alright, the colony ship from home has arrived and is awaiting instructions. So we've got another colony, another ship, another commander, this time with some cavalry, so we can zoom in and have a look at that. It looks exactly the same on the map. There you go. We've got another explorer, but we'll get our settler out. And where exactly do we want to settle? Probably somewhere around here. So we've got the forest here, we've got rivers, we've got ocean for docks, and some mountains for mining. Now you've got to be on flat land to actually colonise. So there's that. exploring out the other way. Now which of these leaders is better? You've got leadership 8 and 5 attacks. You've got leadership 8 and 4 attacks. So your units can in fact go over to here, because he is a better leader. We'll do combat stuff when we'll discuss that when it happens. I may have to just do a combat demo, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of combat in this because, again, I'm just doing a basic showcase, so I'm not going to get heavily involved in fighting the enemy and declaring independence. I'm not going to go that far into the game. You can sit there, you can sit there, and you can keep exploring. And we're going to end the turn. Alright, where can you colonise? Can't do it there. Can't remember how much room they need. Say, they might need a full 4 squares. So, about over here somewhere. Yeah, now if I click Found Colony, these highlighted areas will show what's going to be. There's the first lot level 1, then level 2, level 3 and level 4. That's probably what I might do actually. That looked like it might be up there. I think I had the 4 spots, so I might try it up there. Zoom out a bit more. We can explore. To go further this way actually. Further inland. Yep, there's some Portuguese, so we found that the Portuguese are not far away. Counted as meeting them yet, I guess. Ooh, snowy peaks. Yeah, that's it. Right, can I get you up here somewhere where you can found a colony? Yeah, so if we do that, eventually at level 4 we'll get docks into the sea. I think that counts as ocean, not river. We can get plenty of trading ports in the river. Farmland, open areas, bit of mining. Well, that'll do for now. So, this is our colony stuff. It's level, well, it's still being built. We definitely need farms for crops because we've got a population, I think. Population of 150 where they're starved, we've got no housing, we've got 40 crops, so we do have enough crops. But what we need to do is build a farm. Up the top there where it says production plus 80, that is extremely awesome. We need very high production modifiers because we are chewing through crops. We're going to need quite a bit of housing around. Let's see. Housing probably around. Bit of riverfront housing, yeah. How much housing do these provide? All houses will be 340, so 200 for the houses and a basic 140 for that, I guess. Mills, you need plenty of wood. And that's probably getting a bonus from that. Yeah, not much because it's far away, but a little bit. Unfortunately, only being level 1 at the moment, we can't really reach very far, so we're going to have to upgrade that as soon as we can. To do that, I believe you need wood and metal, so we might need a metal mine. Production of plus 103 up there, that's very useful. We've got a gold mine, can we do a gold mine? We don't really need gold at the moment. We do need metal, however. And we will get a church, because churches increase your immigration, basically your population increase. So that's enough for a start. Let's see. Potentially at some point we'll end up getting, could get more. I mean, if we're playing a full game, we get more colonies around here, obviously. They are friendly, that's good. What we might do is garrison them in there. You can garrison your military units in there. I don't think I'm going to be attacked, so I won't. You do get basic sort of militia. Your citizens will take up arms. And as I've mentioned, friendly natives in the area will assist. But it's not really a worry at the moment. So, end turn, yes. Okay, now we can have a look. We need to upgrade it. We need 5 metals and 20 wood. We're producing 1 wood and 2 metals a turn. We can't trade. We can... yeah, we've got no docks to trade to the mother country. I don't think there's anyone else around, so we can't trade at the moment. That's fine. I knew that was going to happen. But we'll keep an eye on things. We're getting extra population. Church bonus gives us a bonus 10. Got to keep an eye on crops needed, because we don't really have any more farmland at the moment. We don't have anywhere we can actually build another farm. We need to increase the colony to level 2. And commodities, we're producing 2 metals, 1 wood, producing 5 crops and consuming 2, so we've got a net plus 3. So that's fine. It's going to take probably another 3 turns before we can upgrade that. Let me see, they zoom right in, they've got little animations that go on. Now, I recall that very rarely, just at random, some little amusing vignette, usually involving a bear coming out of the woods, will just turn up. But it's very rare to actually see them, so I'm not going to sit here for an hour waiting to see if it turns up. There's a mine. There's our church. There's our farm. And our houses. We're not going to see too much in the way of entertaining animations just yet, so onwards and upwards. Let's see, let's do a bit of quick exploring. You can persistent with the automatic explorer, and that just makes them keep going every turn. I don't like to do it because they tend to go off stupidly. The AI pathing is not particularly smart. The benefit of higher level buildings is well, apart from producing more goods, they also, you can recruit higher level units like explorers and military units and ships. And the higher the level they are, well, explorers can move further and have less chance of being attacked by hostile natives. Ships and military units fight better when they're higher units. So it's all about building up. Yeah, see, tax. You know, countered town settled by constant Portugal. The initial relationship is all-out war. So obviously, England and Portugal are currently at war. And a tax of 3 gold. Now, we aren't actually producing any gold. So they're going to be building, cutting into our actual reserves. I don't know if taxes happen every turn. I don't think so, but I can't really remember. And it does increase. It's not going to be 3 every time they tax me. So if we really wanted to be buggers, we could get our ship back. So where is this town from Portugal? I can't find it. Should be... ah, there it is. There's a house. Can't really see anything about it. But all-out war. We can try and propose things, but it's not going to do anything until we declare independence, really. So, spy missions. No missions. I don't even remember spies, so I can't remember how to use them. Doesn't really matter. Sunday night explorings. This is a single continent. I don't recall if there are any islands. I don't think so. If there are any small, but you can set up your land seeds and water seeds when you create your own. Change the landscape a lot. Have it lots of islands, a couple of continents, all that kind of stuff. And we are dropping way back at the moment. Still can't upgrade. I need another metal. We're not going to be starving, so that's fine. So just keep on exploring, I guess. Maybe we'll go and spy on Don George. Alright, hit the turn. And now it's time to upgrade. Obviously, your other buildings can't be of a higher level than your town centre. So basically, the idea is to get it up to level 4. And once you get all your colonies up a nice high, build up a bit of military, then you can declare your independence. The biggest benefit of declaring independence is you don't need to worry about diplomacy. You can talk to all the other nations on your own terms. You don't need to bow down to what your mother country says. New tax, and there we go. Our icon has changed to level 2. Now to upgrade this, we need gold, lots of metals, goods, and wood. The thing about goods is the only way to get goods is to buy it, which means I have actually completely stuffed up this because I don't think that'll let me trade with the mother country doing that, and we are out of yes, we're out of wood. But we can upgrade that. 3 metal, 7 wood. Actually, yeah, we can start getting more mines going. But let me just check this because here's the thing. This is how you trade with docks and. That one might be right in the end of the river because I think that is not moving, but that is. I can't quite tell. Yeah, I think that's in the river. Which is unfortunate because we can buy from the mother country. So if we want to get goods, we basically can't negotiate the price. In order to upgrade, we're going to need 5 goods. So basically the only way to get goods is to trade until you can build your own commerce. You can't build a commerce without goods. So, yeah, kind of stuck. We need to purchase 5 goods. That's 5. from the mother country. We can't. We can't. We're going to have to get gold to do all this. See, this is what happens with your 81, 72, yeah, there. This is all the city management stuff you've got to take into account. All this stuff. Oops, where did I go? Yeah, all this stuff needs to be taken into account. You've got to be quite smart in placing your colony, and I don't know that I have. Anyway, the mother country and Portugal relations are improving. We can sell, but we don't really have enough income of any particular goods to sell. Don't have enough wood to build any buildings. So yeah, that might have been bad. We're not at max. We're not even nearly at max population. Commodity detail. We're just about to start running out of crops. Or at least have a no gain. We're only getting 3 wood. And they're still taxing us, so I'm still making a total loss at the moment. I've got 4 wood. And at this point, I'd want to save it because I need more mines. I need a gold mine somewhere. And gold mines, unlike metal mines, don't have such a high bonus. Although I vaguely recall a bug that if you had a really high negative, it was actually producing heaps of gold for some reason. I don't remember if that happened, but in order to build a gold mine, we need 8 wood. And we don't have 8 wood, we have 4 wood, and we're only producing 3 a turn. So if I do a couple of turns real quick. And 1 more turn for the gold mine. Now obviously, if I was doing a real game, I'd still be exploring with everything. But, let's see, gold mines, plus 17%, 19%, 14%. I'm only building on flat land. Yeah. That's the best one I can get at the moment. And we'll see how much gold that actually produces. Now they're taxing me 5 gold. I think it's based on your population. And that is producing 23 gold. Okay, well that's handy. That's very handy. Maybe that's what I was remembering. It wasn't a bug after all. It's just that they have a base really high production. So we're getting close to our max population. We're currently neutral on crops. We're going to build another farm near a river for a nice high bonus. And now we're out of wood again. But we're covering our taxes now, and we can end up buying some goods to build a commerce building and to max pop by now. Maximum capacity. So we need to build more housing. We also need to build more mills because we just do not have enough wood. Matter at the moment with our population, we can just leave it as is. He offers 3 wood in return for 1 goods. That would be nice. I don't have any goods. See, I can't even accept that, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd probably say yes, just to try and get him on side. So, let's try and... Before I do that, actually, commerce requires 2 goods. So if I buy 2, I can start creating my own. Fort, a war college. I think that's for training and stuff. So we will build, no, we've got to purchase from our mother country some goods, and if we buy, I said 2, didn't I? It's probably going to take several turns to arrive. Yeah, 2 goods, 3 metals. Wood, we're now producing 5 wood a turn, which is better. Build a house somewhere. It's a good place for a house. We've got to think to the future as well, because in another couple of levels this could be farmland potentially. Farms are really good next to rivers. You don't want to build a house. Farms take up the 4 squares there, houses only the 1, so that's why. You know, I can't build a farm here even if I want to, so I can build a house there, that's fine. Extra. The other thing, of course, is labour. Labour demand. All your buildings except mines, mills, docks and that require labour. Houses don't, obviously. It's good to try and get up to level 4 as fast as you can. 2 wood in return for 12 gold. I can afford that, actually. So crate status. We'll say yes. Not that worried. I can upgrade that. If I do that, it'll cost me extra 3 metals, 7 wood, an extra 40 labour. It might be worth doing. Obviously, you can also upgrade houses to hold more population. Upgrade these to produce more. Obviously, it's kind of the better you're, the higher the level it is, the bit more it produces. So that one's the best modifier. So I'll upgrade that one. Do my goods arrive yet? Not yet. 6 wood for 2 goods. I don't have any goods, and if I did at the moment I wouldn't sell them to you. So now this is producing 5, and all mills are up and producing 8. I'm not sure if it's rounded up or down or off. 5.43. That's about 7, 8 and a bit. Might be rounding down, might be rounding off. I think that plus 26 is the bonus from the forest resource thing that was there. Not 100% sure on that. We're at max capacity again. It's good to try and keep... we do have goods. Try and keep your colonies growing, not get stuck in stagnation there. There is obviously a limit, because your cities can't expand over the entire country. There is a limit to how big they'll actually get. But now that we've got that goods there, that produces 1 we'd need 5. So it would take us 5 turns. We also need 100 gold. We've got 10 metals. We've got 40 wood. We don't have even nearly enough wood. We can upgrade these though. 1.72 up to 5.16. So that's upgrading is pretty good. Does a fairly high bonus. So now we're getting 11 wood. I can upgrade that. Takes lots of goods as well. So I'll just do a couple of turns real quick. Just until I've got enough to upgrade that. Tax. tax. I'm still, the gold I'm producing is actually covering taxes, so that's fine. He offers 4 wood for 33 gold. That's probably a pretty good deal. 4 wood usually cost about 10 gold, so... yeah, we got plenty of gold. We can do that, and we can also upgrade that to level 3. Wood for 36 gold. Sure, why not? Now we're at level 3. At this point, we'd want to start building. Get that. Oh, yeah, a fort so we can recruit units. But that's somewhere that's going to be not very useful for anything else. I don't know if there is anywhere. Well, let's put somewhere. We'll put it there. That would be to recruit military units, because this military we've got at the moment is not that strong. We probably want to keep upgrading. Probably wood is basically the biggest thing you want to upgrade, or get more of them. Everything needs wood. You need heaps of wood. We get to the point where we'd also need more metals. Gold. Where the gold mines go? 13, 17. So we can put a gold mine there. Put the rest in metal mines. 14, yeah, there. It moved. Probably want to upgrade housing. Do we have a bit of capacity for that? Upgrade that. Should have. But that's essentially the whole point of the game, is to just keep doing this. Eventually you'll come into conflict with possibly other nations, depending on how fast they expand, but most likely your mother country. And as I mentioned, the best way to do that is in fact to just stop paying your taxes. Just don't pay it. And eventually they'll get rather upset with you. They'll send armies. At that point it's a good idea to garrison a fairly strong military in your colonies, because that's where they attack. And once you've beaten them off 3 or 4 times, you gain independence. And then at that point you can keep exploring. You can attack your neighbours if you think they're too weak, or you can trade with them. The basic victory condition is to be the only player left. You can win on that. You can set up the victory conditions to be on points as well, if you'd rather. See, we can now recruit infantry, cavalry, and artillery. It's only be level 1 because our fort is level 1. 10 gold, 5 middle-sized people. Now this actually costs people to recruit military units. But that's basically the gist of the game. You keep going, build your colonies, and as I said, eventually declare independence. So what I'm going to do now is, because we didn't get raided, I'll do a combat demo. Name. Demo, duh. The location really makes no difference, it's just the background. And we'll only do a small one. I don't know, 15 will do. Pfft, doesn't matter. Attacker will be me, defender will be AI. It doesn't really matter. 3 infantry, 3 cavalry, a level 1, a level 2 leader. You know what I'll do? I'll do a cannon as well. And you can be whatever. You can have a cannon. It doesn't really matter much. Just a demonstration. Now, combat is very abstracted. 2 ways to win. You either kill or drive off your enemy, so there's no one left in the main battle board. These 2 long bits are your reserves area. Or you take this square with their flag in it. So, with that, we'll have them up a flank. We'll have give me the guard as well. And we'll just put them there, just in case they decide to come up the flank. It's deployment. Now, infantry can only move one, or they can attack. Artillery can move one, or they can attack, but they can't leave the baseline. They can only go in these 3 squares. Cavalry can move 2, or they can move 1 and attack. You can only attack in an adjacent square except for cannons, which can attack anywhere in the column. But the closer they are, the more damage they do. So we'll put you into an attack. We'll move you out of the line of fire of that. And we'll move these guys. Actually, we'll leave them there because I might be able to catch these in a crossfire. Now they would have got a charging bonus for that because they moved. Now what the other bonus you can get is to outflank them. So I've got 5 attacks. I'll attack with everything I can. Absolutely wrecked them. Destroyed their cavalry. So they're trying to take over. Now, I don't think you can move across. I can move back, but I can't move across because there's an enemy in the square right in front of me. So that's limits your maneuverability a little. Try and keep going here. It's a bit too far away. Combining their attacks there. Now I will add that cavalry don't get that charging bonus if they retreated in the previous turn. So if you get shot and retreats and you're moving back up and shoot, he doesn't get the bonus for that. As I understand it, I'm pretty sure that's what the manual said. Now with you on the main game, we saw units levels 1, 2, 3 and 4. I believe the number of hit points and attacks is the same. It's this number here. And that is their level +1. So these all start off with 4, which means they're level 3 units, I believe. We'll try and kill this guy. He's retreating. However, I don't want to move them up because they'll just get caught in a crossfire. I've got to try and kill them off first. That wasn't meant to happen. Yep, you're going to retreat, so now I'll move these guys up. They'll probably get blasted by the cannon, but no, he's not going to move, alright. So we'll get you charging in. He's retreated. Move him up. And obviously you've got the option, oh, I'm losing badly, I'll retreat. Which I'm surprised the AI didn't take, actually. It can retreat, it does have the option. If you retreat, basically everyone on the board gets a free shot at you. And that's combat. It's fairly abstracted, and I don't know if anybody really knows how it works. From what I understand, those numbers, as I mentioned, it's the number of hit points and the number of attacks are the same, so the stronger they are, the more attacks they get. I don't really know the odds of each attack hitting. It's never really been explained to me. But there are bonuses, like I mentioned. Cavalry get charging bonuses, artillery get bonuses the closer you are to them, and if you attack them from more than one side, you get bonuses. But in any case, that is basically Conquest of the New World. I do remember playing it and enjoying it, but as I mentioned earlier, I don't think I ever actually managed to beat it in a fair fight. That's because I'll put it down to my youth and inexperience, and I won't mention that I'm just a terrible player of computer games. So, anyway, that's Conquest of the New World. It's cheap on GOG.com. I enjoy it. I'll probably keep playing it. I don't know. I may record it if I have nothing else to do, if I, you know, get a bit better at the game. I mean, even in that, before I just stopped exploring in that main game, and you saw my score was just going right down to the bottom of the table. So there's that, and I think that was on the very easy setting too, with no hostile natives nearby to attack my colonies. So even at that point I'm getting my butt kicked. But nonetheless, I'll play it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope, you know, if you feel like buying it from... It's cheap, so, you know, what do you got to lose? Anyway, that's it. I've rambled on for long enough, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.